हेलो गाइस, आज के सेशन में वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस आईपी मैट आईएम इंदौर में जो डीआईएलआर के क्वेश्चंस पूछे गए हैं. लाइक इफ यू एनालाइज प्रीवियस 5 years पेपर इन एमसीक्यू मैथ, जनरली देर आर 5 questions, या आप कह सकते हो एक सेट बेस्ड क्वेश्चन आएगा, या तो वो एलआर बेस्ड होगा या वो डेटा इंटरप्रिटेशन बेस्ड होगा. तो आज की क्लास में वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस द पीवाईक्यू ऑफ ऑल द प्रीवियस 5 years. जो भी डीआईएलआर का सेट पूछा गया उससे हम लोग डिस्कस करेंगे, सो दैट यू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट काइंड ऑफ क्वेश्चंस आर कमिंग. और एक सबसे अच्छी चीज है, अगर आपने डीआईएलआर का सेट क्रैक कर लिया, दैट मीन्स 5 questions, विच मीन्स 20 marks. जबकि एमसीक्यू का कट ऑफ कितना जाता है, जनरली द ट्रेंड इज इट इज इन द रेंज ऑफ 32 to 45. सो आउट ऑफ, सपोज वर्स्ट केस में, इफ द कट ऑफ इज हायर, दैट इज 42 to 45, still your 20 marks can come from DILR, which means 50% marks can be scored from that. तो अगर आप नॉन मैथ्स बैकग्राउंड के हैं और आपको हायर मैथ्स में थोड़ा चैलेंज है और फिर भी आप आईपीमैट इंदौर को क्रैक करना चाहते हैं, सो आई थिंक यू हैव टू डेवलप योर स्किल सेट इन सॉल्विंग द सेट ऑफ DILR. So I think we will solve. Let's take the first set. So I think let's read the set and see what this set says. So I think this set is based on games and tournament. So tournament, I'm sure बहुत सारे लोग sports देखते हैं. So let's read the set. In a football tournament, 6 teams A, B, C, D, E and F participating. Every pair of team had exactly one match among them. Now, this is not, you have to learn one concept. And the concept is, like for example, if there are 6 teams, अगर आपस में वो एक एक मैच खेल रहे हैं, तो total number of matches played will always be like NC2. So if there are 6 teams, so you can calculate the value of 6C2, so which will become 6 into 5 by 2. So there will be total how many matches? 15 matches. Like A is going to play each one match with B, C, D, E and F. So A will play how much? 5 matches. Similarly, B will play 5 matches. C will be playing 5 matches, and altogether the number of matches will be 15. Great. Let's move further. For any team, it wins for just 2 points. So if a team wins the match, it gets +2. If there's a draw, so if suppose again we are playing and the match between them is a draw, then both of them will get 1 point each. And for loss, there is 0 points. So this is what point system is. Generally, in most of the tournament, you can see there's a point system. A point system है. Okay, now let's read further. Both team E and F ended with less than 5 points. It means E and F have got less than 5 points. Less than 5 का मतलब क्या हो सकता है? Maybe 3.201 or 0. You cannot get less than 0 because there is no concept of negative marking in this particular sum. Now, at the end of the tournament, point table is given like this. So let's see and try to analyze. A is playing 5 matches. It is losing 0 match. It means whatever matches A is playing, either it is winning or it is drawing. And the total number of points are 8. So if it's 8 points, it is possible also. Now that is where you have to analyze how a team can get 8 points without losing a match. So can it win all 5 matches? If it wins all the 5 matches, the point should be 10. Now, can it win 4 matches? Yes, it can win 4 matches, but in that case, there will be 1 point because it is not losing a match. There are 4 matches, जीत रही हो, एक दूसरे के से point 9, so that is also not possible. Can it win 3 matches? Yes. 3 win and 2 draw. That is the first possibility. So for win, you will get 6 points, and for 2 draw, you will get 2 points. So you can say A is going to win 3 matches and draw 2 matches. So now that is how we will analyze for A. Now let's go to B. B has made 5 matches and it is losing 2 matches. And the point is 6. So I think clearly we can see that B has to win rest of the 3 matches. So B will win 3 matches and there will be 0 draw. Now let's come to C. C is again losing how many matches? 2 matches. And the points are 5. So to get 5 points, at least it has to win 2 matches. So maybe 2 win and 1 draw. That is the only case that can come in front of C. Now what about D? D is losing 1 match. So rest 4 matches may you are earning how much? How many points? 5 points. Now how can you earn 5 points in 4 matches? Like if you win 1 match and if you draw 3 matches, it is possible because you can lose only 1 match. So I can say rest of the 4 matches. So there could be possibility where you win all 4 and 0 draw. In that case, point will become 8. You win 3 win, 1 draw, then in that case, point will be 7. If you have 2 win, 2 draw, the point will become 6. If you have win, win, and 3 draw, then point will become 5. And since we are saying 5 points, so I can clearly say 1 win and 3 draw. Now, what we can say about E? So, I think we have to analyze for E and F, and there is some more point that has been given the bottom, like D defeated C, C defeated team D. So, I think these points are related with E, C, and D. So, we have to analyze for E. Now, how we can get it for E? Now, E is losing only one match, right? If he is losing one match, then either it is going to win all four, or there will be 3 win, 1 draw, 2 win, 2 draw, 1 win, 3 draw, or there is a possibility where you don't win any match and all 4 draw. Now, so it is clearly given that E and F both scored less than 5. So there is only one possibility that can happen, like E is winning 0 matches as well as drawing all 4 matches, and the point will become 4. Now, what about F? अब F को solve करने के लिए I have to use some concept. Now, I do not know how many matches it then, so I will introduce 3 variable A, B, C. मान लो out of 5 matches, A is winning A matches. So, A will get 2A plus 0 plus C into 1. This is the point of A will going to happen to A plus C. अब जो games and tournament के question होता है उसमें एक concept होता है. Whenever a match is being played between two teams, let's take X and Y is playing. So there are two different results that are possible. One is this match comes into a win and loss. Win and loss situation is a team is going to win, another is going to lose. So it means win and loss is going to be a simultaneous concept. Wherein when a team is going to win a match, definitely another team is going to lose. या फिर second result क्या हो सकता है? Both the team ends up into draw. It means जितने मैच खेले जाएंगे, suppose if I count 10 matches, and in all the 10 matches, one team is winning. It means in every match, one team is going to lose, so total number of matches will get to 1. So you can see always in games and tournament, total number of wins is going to be always equal to total number of losses, which means the sum of this column and the sum of this column has to be equal. So let me just do that. 3, 3, 6, 2, 8, 1, 9 plus A should be equal to 6 plus B. So from here you can say if 9 plus A is equal to 6 plus B, you can say A will be B minus 3. So now B का value minimum 3 तो लेना पड़ेगा. So if you take B to be 3, A will become 0. In that case, C will become 2 because the sum of A and B and C has to be 5 because you are playing total 5 matches. This is one possibility. In this case, the point will become 2. If you take B to be 4, in that case, A will become 1, right? And C will become 0, right? But क्या ये possible है वो analyze करेंगे. But in this particular scenario, again the point will become 2. Now, can I take B to 5? Not possible because B and A together will make it 7. So that is not possible. So in both the scenario, F is going to get 2 points. That is for sure. अब हम देखें क्या हो सकता है. अब सोचो E is playing how many matches draw? 4. अब अगर ये 4 matches draw खेल रहा है तो there must be 4 different teams. Now E cannot play a draw match with B. Why? Because B is not playing a draw. It means he has to play a draw with one match draw with A. He has to play one match draw with C. One match with D, and it has to play one match draw with F. तो F एक draw तो खेल रहा है. अब इस सिनेरियो में तो F एक भी draw नहीं खेल रहा, so this case gets eliminated. So what we can say is B has to be 3, A is 0, and C is going to play 2 matches draw. So based on this, you have been able to figure out the complete table. Now, though we can solve the question as this particular stage as well, but I want to teach you something more. क्या हम can we figure out the result of all the 15 matches? Is it possible for us? बिल्कुल possible है. वो आप निकाल सकते हो. आप 15 matches के result भी निकाल सकते हो. But is that needed? That will depend on what kind of questions are being asked. So what I'm trying to do is we will go one by one. We will take each question at a time, and based on that, we will decide if there is need arises. We will figure out the result of all the matches. So let's go to the first question of this serve. The question is total number of matches ending in draw. So what you can do is you can add the column of draw and divide it by 2. Why? Because every match which ends in a draw, वो दोनों टीम के अकाउंट में जाएगा. लाइक इफ देयर इज एन अ मैच बिटवीन ए एंड बी इज अ ड्रॉ, तो ये ए में भी काउंटिंग हो रहा है, बी में भी काउंट हो रहा है. सो ड्रॉ मैचेस आर काउंटिंग ट्वाइस. सो एट दिस कॉलम 2 1 3 3 6 4 10 2 12, it means 6 matches will result in draw, right? और इसको आप दूसरी तरह से भी निकाल सकते हो. लाइक हाउ मेनी मैचेस आर बीइंग वन, 3 + 3 + 2 + 1, इट मींस टोटल 9 मैचेस में क्या आ रहा है, विन और लॉस हो रहा है. And total matches played are 15, so rest 6 matches will be. So for the first question, we can say the answer is going to be option number D. Let's go to the second one. Which team has the highest number of draws? That we can clearly say, like E is playing the highest number of draw. So for question number 2, your answer will become option number D. What about question number 3? Let's go to third question. Total point team F scored was. So I think we have been able to figure out that point of F is 2. So option C is correct answer for this one. Let's go to the question number 4. Which team was not defeated by team A? Now A is winning 3 matches. So ये कुछ team को defeat करो. It is going to defeat 3 teams. Which one is not getting defeated? Now let's take E is playing 4 matches, that is draw. So E will play 1 match draw with A as well as C as well as D as well as F. इसका मतलब ये कह सकते हैं कि E is not going to get defeated by A, but ये तो ऑप्शन में अवेलेबल नहीं है, हमें तो बी सी डी एफ के बारे में सोचना है. नाउ डी इज प्लेइंग 3 मैचेस ड्रॉ. अब डी 3 मैचेस कैसे ड्रॉ खेलेगा? डी कैनॉट प्ले ड्रॉ विद बी एंड डी ऑल्सो कैनॉट प्ले ड्रॉ विद सी, बिकॉज सी तो एक मैच ड्रॉ खेल रहा था, इट हैज ऑलरेडी प्लेड विद ई. सो आई थिंक बी एंड सी विल नॉट प्ले ड्रॉ. अगर डी को 3 मैचेस ड्रॉ करना है तो एक मैच वो ए से करेगा, एक एफ से करेगा और एक ई से करेगा. इन दैट केस ए कैनॉट डिफीट बी. सो माय आंसर विल बिकम ऑप्शन नंबर सी. And the last question, टीम ई वॉज डिफीटेड बाय. टीम ई को किसने डिफीट किया है? तो देखो टीम ई 4 मैचेस ड्रॉ कर रही है और वो भी ऑलरेडी नो दैट टीम ई इज ड्रॉइंग मैच विद ए एज वेल एज सी एज वेल एज डी एज वेल एज एफ. एक मैच जो हारेगी किससे हारेगी? बी से. सो यू कैन क्लियरली से टीम ई वॉज डिफीटेड बाय ओनली टीम बी. सो यू कैन से ऑप्शन सी इज करेक्ट फॉर दिस. सो गाइस, दिस वाज a question that required some understanding of games and tournament. तो आप हमारे YouTube चैनल को फॉलो करिए and we'll be discussing the concept of games and tournament and some other topic. Right, so this was one set of IPM IM Indore 2021. Now let's proceed to IPMAT Indore 2022 PYQ. Okay. So I think this set looks like to be a set that is based on arrangement. So let's read the set. What does it say? Showroom is open on all 7 days of the week throughout the year. Okay, throughout the year. And there are 5 employees, Alex, Bhava, Kathy, Dilip and Nithan. So I can write it by A, B, C, D, E, who work in the showroom every day except Sunday. Okay. Sorry. Every day except Sunday, 2 employees are required, while on Sunday 3 employees need to work. So I think from Monday to Saturday, every day 2 employees are working. On Sunday, how many employees are working? 3. So I can just write like this: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And again, I'll write Monday. Why? Because it's a question of cyclical arrangement. The same cycle is getting repeated throughout the year. So Monday 2 employees, Tuesday 2, Wednesday 2, Thursday 2 employees, Friday 2, Saturday 2, and Sunday 3. Again, Monday will be 2. So maybe I have to figure out of A, B, C, D, which person is working on which particular day. I think that is the maybe thing that we have to figure out. Right? So let's read further. Every employee work for 3 days. So now every employee is working 3 days. So how many employees you need? Actually, you need 21 employees. Right? So, sorry, 5 employees are there. Everybody is working for 3 days. So total 15 man days are needed. And look at in a week. For 6 days, you need 2 people. It means 12 man days plus 3. So you need 15 man days. So that is what the question is. So we have to ensure that every employee work for exactly 3 days in the whole week. And out of those, some additional information is also given. So let's read that. Every employee work on 2 consecutive days. while the third day is not consecutive. It means everyone, A, B, C, D, E, all four people are working for two consecutive days. Maybe someone is working on Monday and Tuesday, but the third day cannot be consecutive. So suppose if someone is working Monday and Tuesday, then he cannot work on Sunday as well as on Wednesday, right? That is what you have to interpret. Alex and Dilip work together on Tuesday and Wednesday. So now we know on Tuesday, Alex is working as well as D, that is Dilip is working. And similarly on Wednesday also Alex and Dilip are working. So nobody else will work. So from Tuesday and Wednesday we know who are those two people. Now I can clearly say that A and D cannot work on Monday as well as on Thursday. The reason is otherwise it will become three consecutive days. And then while the other working day differs for them, it means now A and D cannot work together on any other day. Maybe A will work on some other day and D will work on some other day. Group. Neither B nor C work with Alex on any day. B and C both do not work with Alex. Great. तो अगर थर्ड डे एलेक्स किसी के साथ काम करेगा then that person has to be Ethan. E and A has to work together. Why? Because B and C never work with Alex. And we have to ensure that B and C doesn't come. वैसे भी यहाँ पर देखो B and C are not coming. So maybe third day in which A is working, E will work with them. Great. Kathy does not work either on Saturday or Monday. So C doesn't work on Monday as well as on Saturday. Nice. Sorry. Yeah, Saturday. अब देखो यहाँ पर Monday को have already three options are eliminated like C, A and D cannot work. So who can work? B and E. So maybe you can write Bhava and Ishana are going to work on these. Yes or no? So I think that is clear to us. अब आगे बढ़ते हैं. यहां पर कौन हो सकता है? ए और डी हटा दीजिए. So we are left with B, C and E. Right? इनमें से हमें कोई टू वी हैव टू चूज एनी टू. तो वो देखना होगा कौन वो दो लोग हो सकते हैं. तो देखो कैथी इज वर्किंग ऑन सैटरडे. अब कैथी को लगातार 2 दिन भी काम कराना है, राइट? वो लगातार कंसेक्यूटिव 2 दिन कौन दिख रहे हैं? मे बी थर्सडे एंड फ्राइडे इज द वन सिनेरियो आई कैन सी, बिकॉज संडे अगर होगा तो फिर मंडे शी हैज टू वर्क. मंडे कैथी इज नॉट वर्किंग. सो आई थिंक कैथी हैज टू कम ऑन थर्सडे एज वेल एज ऑन फ्राइडे, राइट? और अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट one more day Kathy has to work because everyone is work for 3 days, so Kathy has to work on Sunday. तो कैथी के लिए we know which are the 3 days that Kathy is going to work, right? अब E और A एक साथ कहाँ काम कर सकते हैं ये देखना है. देखो A cannot work over here, that is for sure. और A कैथी के साथ यहाँ पर भी काम नहीं कर सकता है and A cannot work with Kathy over here. So I think बहुत clearly A has to work on Saturday. So और E और A साथ में काम करेंगे तो Ethan and Alex will work on Saturday. So I think that is also very very clear to us. अब मैं क्या करूं? Now Bhava has to work on 2 consecutive days. अब वो दिन कौन कौन से हो सकते हैं? तो maybe I can take either on Thursday or Friday. In that case, Ethan has to work on Sunday. लेकिन Ethan cannot work on Sunday. The reason is because अगर Ethan Sunday work करेगा तो consecutive 3 दिन हो जाएंगे क्योंकि Ethan already जो है Bhava and Ethan is working on Monday. तो यहाँ पर भी Ethan हो जाएगा. So you can't take Ethan over here. राइट? क्योंकि हम ईथान को यहाँ ले नहीं सकते. तो आप अगर ए और डी नहीं आएंगे तो यहाँ पर कौन आएगा? सो संडे देयर आर 3 पीपल दैट आर वर्किंग, तो आपको बी लेना होगा, दैट इज भावा, एंड थर्ड पर्सन दैट यू टेक इज दिलीप. सो आई थिंक संडे दीज आर द 3 पीपल हु आर गोइंग टू वर्क. ऑन सैटरडे दीज आर द 2 पीपल हु आर गोइंग टू वर्क. अब आपको एक दिन भावा को काम कराना है और एक दिन किसको काम कराना है? लाइक हु इज 2 पीपल दैट आर लेफ्ट? लाइक Ethan is working on only 2 days. एक यहाँ काम किया है, एक यहाँ किया है, और Ethan को 2 दिन कंसेक्यूटिव काम कराना है. So Ethan has to work on Friday, right? और अगर Ethan यहाँ पर आ गया, so one person who is left is Bhava. Bhava is going to work on Thursday. अब आप कहोगे कि भावा का कंसेक्यूटिव कैसे हो रहा है? बिकॉज भावा इज वर्किंग ऑन मंडे. तो नेक्स्ट सर्किल में क्या हो जाएगा? यहाँ भावा हो जाएगा, यहाँ इथान हो जाएगा. सो इन क्लियरली से भावा इज वर्किंग ऑन कंसेक्यूटिव डेज. सो नाउ दैट इज हाउ वी आर एबल टू फिगर आउट. एक बार आप क्रॉस चेक भी कर सकते हो बिकॉज द ब्यूटी ऑफ LR क्वेश्चन इज दैट वट एवर सोल्यूशन यू हैव मेड इट, you can always cross check whether it satisfied all your condition or is there anything that is getting violated. अगर आप ये काम कर लेते हो तो I think you will be very much sure that whatever you have done is absolutely right or we need to modify anything. So let's say every employee is working 2 consecutive days. Let's say Alex and Dilip are working on Tuesday and Wednesday. Kathy is working on Thursday and Friday. Bhava is working on Sunday as well as Monday. Ethan is working on Friday and Saturday. Right? That is how you can talk about. So everybody is working for 2 consecutive days. एलेक्स दिलीप वर्क ऑन ट्यूसडे एंड वेडनेसडे टुगेदर बट बाकी दिन वो डिफर करते हैं तो देखो एलेक्स का वर्क कर रहा है सैटरडे एंड दिलीप का वर्क कर रहा है आई थिंक यहाँ पर आई शुड हैव रिटन दिलीप दैट आई by mistakenly I've erased. So I think see both of them are working on different day. Baba and C never worked with Alex. That's absolutely right. And Kathy does not work either on Saturday. So Kathy is working on Thursday as well as Friday, and Kathy is working on Sunday. So I think that's it. Now you can answer all the questions related to this set. So we can go to the question. Okay, I'll just repeat it so that top portion I can delete as Tuesday. I will write again Alex and delete. While Wednesday again I will write Alex and delete. So I think this is where cyclical arrangement is coming into the picture. It's not only question of linear arrangement, it's a mixture of linear and something that repeats throughout the year becomes a cyclical arrangement. So I think let's look at now the question one. Number of days Bhava and Kathy work together in a week. So Bhava and Kathy are working on Thursday and Bhava and Kathy are working on Sunday. So I think there are 2 days. So I think for question number 6, answer D is going to be the correct. 7. Which among the following employee do not work together on any of the day? So they don't never work together. B and D. D is working with A, D is working with A, D is working with A. Yeah. So A और D तो साथ में काम कर रहे हैं. But क्या B और D साथ में काम कर रहे हैं? I think B and D are working on Sunday. So I think this cannot be an answer. क्या B और E साथ में काम कर रहे हैं? Let's see. Yes, B and D are working together on Monday. Great. क्या A and D together काम कर रहे हैं? Yes. So who is not going together is D and E. Let's take D के साथ Alex यहाँ काम कर रहे हैं. यहाँ D के साथ Kathy and Bhava काम कर रहे हैं. और यहाँ D के साथ Alex काम कर रहा है. So I think again your answer D is going to be the correct. Let's come to the next question. One of the days Alex works on is. So Alex is working Wednesday, Thursday as well as Saturday. So my answer is going to be option number D. Come to the next one. The consecutive days on which Ethan works are. Ethan के 2 consecutive days कौन से हैं? वो देख लेते हैं. Ethan is working on Friday and Saturday. So that is the consecutive days that Ethan is working. So I think which one was the answer for Ethan? That is Friday and Saturday. So option number C is going to be the correct. And let's look at the last question of this set. Employee work on Sunday is B, C and D. Bhava, Kathy and D. So I think for question number 10, answer A is going to be correct. So I think it's a very interesting question. So I think IPM Indore will ask a tricky question of LR and DI. And if you can practice, it is going to be very, very rewarding. Why? Because if you are able to crack the set, if your concept of arrangement, concept of games and tournament, concept of selection and grouping, a bit of advanced level of reasoning questions are coming, but they could be extremely rewarding. So I would say practice for these kind of sets, because even if you take 10 minutes or 12 minutes, if you can get all the 5 questions correct, I think your 50% job is done.